Hello friends, today I will discuss the staircase design for residential house. This topic is chosen mainly to look into the comfort to the aged and all aged people, to protect their knees, that is a knee. So in order to protect their knees from stress and strain, and sometimes there is no supply for the buildings, so they cannot use the lift to go up or come down. So for easy walking on the steps from bottom to top, top to bottom, there is a system to design the step size, that is a step height and the step width, landing width. If that is followed, then there is no necessity of lift for the people, whatever may be their age. So lift can be used only under emergency conditions. So taking that into account, so here I will discuss the safe stair design for the residential house. Unsafe stair design means it is a lot of pain to the legs, that is especially knees, so joints, so they cannot go up easily, and while coming also they feel lot of stress. If you reduce the height of the steps properly as per the design that is discovered, that is followed in this case, then we call that as correct stair design like this. Here the person is going without any difficulty. So our aim is to design the steps like this. So when the staircase design is like this, there is no necessity to use the lift, so that the health can be improved. So it will become walking for them even while coming down also. Only under emergency conditions they can utilize the lift. In addition to this, if the lift utilization is less, automatically the power bill reduces, automatically maintenance bill for the building reduces. So whether it is apartment or individual house, power bill automatically reduces. And in addition to this, the health of the inside people of the building or the apartment will improve a lot. So in this case, we have a reference tread depth that we call as capital T. So that will be taken as 1 foot. So that is 12 inches. A landing width is W, that is 4 feet, that is 48 inches. And riser height means step height, that is called R, that is 4 inches. So here the height of the building we call as H, and that we have taken it as 10 feet, and when we convert that into inches, that becomes 120 inches. Similarly, ground space facility L, we take as 30 feet, that is 30 into 12, so that will become 360 inches. So that L is represented like this, and this is the height of the building, and we need to design the steps from here to here, so that once this floor is completed, then the other floor in a similar way we can design the steps. So to go from here to here, the person should not feel any fatigue. That is the main aim here, irrespective of the age, whether it's a child or a aged person or a young man or a middle-aged person. It should be just like on the normal ground walking, moving from here to here. So this is the reference, whereas this height of the building ground space facility will vary from one building to the other. So taking this as variables, we can calculate what is the height of the step and how many steps are required, means how many risers are required. Once we know that, we can design the number of steps for the building. So as I said here, this is nothing but the height of the building from ground floor to the first floor. So to move from here to here, we have to design the steps, and each step has the some parameters that is called one is called W. It is called the landing width, whereas T is tread depth, that is 12 inches, whereas W is 48 inches. Riser height means this is the step height, so this should be 4 inches. So this is a common thing, means irrespective of the building. So we follow this in order to give the full comfort to the human being while walking. So as I said earlier, we have taken here ground to space facility, that is L is 30 feet. So we'll get 360 inches, whereas height of the building H is 10 feet. So we will get the 120 inches. Riser height, as I said, 4 inches, and tread depth is 12 inches, whereas landing width W is 4 feet, that is 48 inches. Now we have to calculate what is the number of risers required, means the number of steps required for this building for the given parameters. That is, height of the building is H divided by height of the riser R. This is a fixed value, it's already taken or defined for comfort, that is 4 inches. Height of the building, for this case we have taken 120 inches, that is 10 feet. So because here we took the inches, here also we have to take inches, so we'll get 120 by 4 means we get the number of risers required from ground floor to the first floor is 30, and to get the number of treads, that is T, so you have to subtract 1 from this number of risers. That is number of risers minus 1, that is equal 30 minus 1 is equal to 29. So we'll get the 29 treads, whereas the 30 risers. So when we draw the line, or when we draw the graph or plan, we get like this. So there are totally 29 treads and risers are 30. For this video, I have visited the existing building that is called a District Cooperative Bank building near to the Chaitanya Nagar, Dilshuk Nagar, Hyderabad. This is a very old building constructed somewhere in 1900s. So even today, even the very aged person can walk from bottom to top without any person help because of the height of the step, that is just 4 inches. So lift is there only for emergency purpose they use, and most of the time nobody use the lift. So automatically the power bill reduces here. There is no traffic for this lift, and it will be good for the public, for their health. So taking that into account, so I have shown the design here. So always see that the reference dimensions should be kept in mind, that is tread depth and the landing width and riser height. These are the three which are fixed, and only building height and the ground space facility will vary from one building to the other. So knowing these two parameters and taking these reference parameters, we can decide how many risers are required, how many treads are required for the building, for good design of the building staircase.